morning, Level Up listeners, and welcome to our weekly wrap-up. We have spent this second week of September deep in the engine room of our body and mind machine, focusing on the fuel that powers our lives, nutrition. Today, we're connecting all the dots. We'll summarize the key lessons from this week and answer a fantastic question from one of you. Let's level up!
Today, we're getting into something really fundamental. How nutrition basically fuels your mood, focus, and energy levels. Every single day.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. So our mission here is to connect the dots using our sources on how food really shapes how you feel, how you operate. And we've also got a great question from a listener about eating healthy when money's tight.
Which is super relevant for so many people.
Exactly. We want to make this stuff practical.
Yeah.
Something you can actually use.
And the core idea from the research, it's actually pretty straightforward, but really powerful. Basically, what's on your plate becomes the feelings in your head. Simple as that, almost.
Sure.
You have to think of yourself as a mechanic, right, of your own body and mind machine, choosing the right fuel. It's not just about, like, weight loss or something. It's basic maintenance. It's self-respect, really.
Okay, so you're the mechanic. I like
Yeah.
that. Where do we start, then? What's the foundation for this high-performance fueling our sources talked about?
Right. The big one, and maybe the most surprising for some people, is the gut-brain axis.
Ah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's basically this constant two-way communication, like a highway between your gut and your brain. And get this, a huge amount of the stuff that regulates your mood, like serotonin, it's made right there in your gut.
Wow, okay. So a happy gut means...
Pretty much supports a happier, more stable mood. Feed your gut well, and you're feeding your brain, essentially. It's kind of like your second brain.
That's fascinating.
Okay.
What about the energy roller coaster? I think we've all been there. That sugar crash after simple carbs leaves you tired, maybe irritable, brain fog.
Oh, yeah. The sources really hammered this point. They gave a kind of golden rule. Never eat a carb alone.
Never eat a carb alone. Okay.
It sounds catchy, but it's solid advice. Pair those carbs with protein or fiber or some healthy fats. It just slows everything down. The digestion, the sugar release.
So no sharp spike and crash.
Exactly. You get more of a gentle, sustained energy release. Keeps you going longer, much more stable.
Okay, that makes sense. So practically speaking, what kinds of food should we be looking at? Did the research highlight any specific brain boosters? Some fairly affordable ones.
Yeah, definitely. They pointed to a few specifics. Walnuts are great for omega-3s. Dark chocolate, but the good stuff, like 70% cocoa or more, has flavonoids, good for blood flow to the brain.
Ooh, I like the sound of dark chocolate.
Right, and bananas, too. They're not just quick sugar. They offer more stable energy and tryptophan, which helps with that serotonin production we talked about.
Bananas, okay.
And look, it sounds almost too basic, but water. Seriously,
Yeah.
So many sources mentioned it, that feeling of being tired or even hungry sometimes. It might just be mild dehydration.
So you reach for a snack, but maybe you just needed water.
Often, yeah. A glass of water can sometimes perk you up just as much. Your brain might just be sending a confused signal.
That's a really good tip. Now, beyond just the food itself, the sources seemed big on having a system. Meal prep came up a lot. Why is that so important? And what's this component prep thing?
Right. Meal prep is key because it cuts down on decision fatigue. You know, that feeling at the end of the day where you just can't decide what to eat, so you grab whatever's easiest.
Totally.
Component prep makes it simpler. Instead of making full meals, you just batch cook individual parts, like cook a big batch of rice, cook some protein, maybe like a simmer ayam, cook some veggies, tempeh orek or something.
Okay, so you have building blocks ready to go.
Exactly. And then during the week, you just assemble them, mix and match. It makes eating healthy the easy option, not the hard one.
I like that. Okay, let's pivot to the listener question. This is from Sari in Yogyakarta. She's asking about the cost. She gets the idea of brain foods, but things like salmon, walnuts, they can be pricey. How can she eat healthy like this on a budget? Great question.
It really is, Sari. The trick is focusing on the principles behind the food, not always the specific fancy product. You need omega-3s. Forget expensive salmon. Think affordable local fish. Ikan kembung mackerel's fantastic. Sardines, too.
Okay, so local fish.
Yeah. Need healthy fats and protein. Kakantana peanuts are super affordable. Eggs are nutritional powerhouses, and Very versatile, very cheap, way cheaper than imported nuts.
So it's about the nutrient, not the label.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And embrace the local pasar. Your traditional market is your best friend here. Tempeh, tofu, amazing protein, super cheap. Local greens like kangkung, bayam spinach, packed with nutrients, cost very little.
Right, good point.
And meal prepping, like we said, that is budget cooking. Making a big pot of sayur loda or chicken soup saves so much money compared to ordering food, plus you waste less.
And you mentioned starting small, the one meal upgrade.
Yes. Don't feel like you have to change everything overnight. That's overwhelming. Just focus on upgrading one meal a day. Maybe pack a healthy lunch instead of buying one.
Yeah.
Small steps add up. You can have a fantastic, affordable, healthy meal in Indonesia. Nasi merah, red rice, pipis ikan, steamed fish, some tempeh, and sayur beninang, clear vegetable soup. Simple, cheap, nutritious.
That sounds delicious, actually. Okay, so that brings us towards the end of this deep dive on fueling your machine. The big takeaway for me is that really thinking about your food choices is, well, it's an act of self-respect, isn't it? A strategy for your own personal merdeka, your freedom.
Absolutely. There's that Indonesian proverb, peliharalah kesehatan Anda karena ia yang akan mewadahi umur panjang Anda. Basically, take care of your health because it's the container for your long life. Fueling that container right, that's step one for a vibrant, focused life.
Love that. Okay, so here's a challenge for you listening, the Golden Plate Challenge. For just one meal each day for the next 3 days, try to get this balance visually on your plate, about half vegetables, a quarter lean protein, and a quarter complex carbohydrate.
Just one meal, 3 days. See how you feel.
Yeah, try it out, see what happens. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Next time, we're getting into something equally crucial, movement, and what it does for your body and your brain.
Thank you for joining us on Level Up. Join us next week as we continue our theme by diving into the power of movement for your body and brain. Until then, fuel your machine well and keep leveling up.